Hi there, I'm Adam McDermott. Now, I find the evolution of the cover system fascinating. For a while, each year a new game would push it further, showing us something we didn't have before. This has subsided in recent years, but this one gameplay mechanic saw more innovation over a short period of time than any other. For the very first instance of using cover to block incoming fire, we have to go all the way back to 1975 and look at a two-player arcade game named Gunfight. It was the rootinest, tootinest game of its time, and as you can see, cacti are available to use as cover in the early levels, and pine trees and moving wagons shield the player later on. More famously, Space Invaders had something similar. Rolling Thunder in 1986 allowed the player to use waist-high cover that we are all too familiar with nowadays. Players never really interacted with cover through a button press, or should I say foot press, until Time Crisis became a staple of just about every arcade in 1995. This was the first game where players had to actively think about cover in a meaningful way. 20 years after Gunfight, cover was now a gameplay mechanic. This opened up a whole new way to approach combat that plenty of developers were excited to explore. In 1998 we saw the release of two games that had a cover system, Tenchu Stealth Assassins and Metal Gear Solid. Both used it as a way to peek around corners and stay out of sight, with the player being able to press their back against the wall. Winback took this a step forward and let the player shoot from that position. Then we have Kill Switch, the most important game since Time Crisis. It made its cover system the core game mechanic. Hell, even the game's tagline is take cover, take aim, take cover. Blind fire, waist-high objects littering the battlefield, stop, pop and shoot. These went on to be featured in so many games for the next decade plus. Even the Order 1886 came out recently, and during combat, you can see how much it borrows from Kill Switch. As for first-person games, they normally used cover as a way to break the line of sight without actually interacting with it. The ability to peek around corners, much like in third person, was introduced with the help of leaning. This can be found in games like Thief and System Shock 2, and was later used extensively in Killzone 2, which is arguably the best cover system in a first-person shooter, featuring the ability to blind fire as well as lean around objects. Some more innovations were made, including vaulting, moving fluidly from one cover to another, and what I found to be quite an interesting development, verticality. Hanging off of ledges while foiling bad guys was introduced in Uncharted and then also used in Dark Void and Inversion. It makes cover feel fresh, adding a sense of drama by moving the firefight to great heights. As you can see, a lot happened between 1998 and 2007. Every year a new advancement was made with the cover system. However, this rush of inspiration subsided. Since 2007, we have yet to see any more big steps in terms of innovation. The cover system that Gears of War and Uncharted have is more or less the same as the one present in GTA 5, Deus Ex Human Revolution, and as I mentioned before, the Order 1886. In 1998 we have this, where all you could do is press against the wall. Then the ability to shoot from cover was added. Blind fire, vaulting, added movement, verticality all helped refine the system in the span of 9 years. One singular gameplay mechanic that a wide variety of developers helped refine. Yet in the last 8 years we have not seen anywhere near those same levels of innovation. Tomb Raider and The Last of Us have an interesting take on cover, where the characters will dynamically interact with an object depending on their proximity to it. This is kind of a combination of first and third person cover. The player can see around corners thanks to the third person camera, but only has to worry about breaking the line of sight to stay hidden. This might be the next step when it comes to the evolution of the cover system, where the player can naturally press into it without the need for a button press. So the cover system has come a long way, but this once revolutionary gameplay mechanic has started to feel a little bit stale as of late with the lack of innovations. Let's hope there's a game on the horizon that will kickstart a new way of thinking when it comes to the cover system. We certainly need it. Thank you for watching and take care.